multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey! Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money! Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh. Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Brainley's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. It is 5 minutes after 6 o'clock on the East Coast, 5 o'clock down south. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. Shout out to my homegirl, Drop the T. That's gorgeous, fine, and very gifted sister. Yes, indeed. She just went live talking about Melody Cherie's win in court today. So congratulations, Melody Cherie. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Drop the T as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe to her. Also, stop by reviews and recaps as well. Much love to her. And also, too, much love to Wednesday Talks as well. We got a lot to get to, everybody. We definitely do, because child, this is just the third episode of Potomac, and we're already on a cast trip. I got questions, and I need some answers. Let's get to it, make it do what it do, because higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed. Let me take that as I kind of intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. Hear the virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in, and glad to have all of you here. Let's get to the getting and doing what we do. So, the show opens up with Angel and Bobby talking about their budget for a home, and it looks like it's a $7 million budget for a home. Okay, all right, now $7 million, that's quite a budget. Ashley is in spinning class, and she believes that when there's other people around her, she has to be number one. If you have to showcase that you're number one, you were never number one in the first place, Ashley. Just keep it up. But I mean, that should be evidenced by your singing, which I wouldn't even say you're number 100. Okay, so then we get to Stacy and her beautiful daughter. Arabella is in a pageant class, and AJ, Stacy's friend, is there. Sasha is a former Miss DC USA. Let me bring her up, because let me tell you something. The guy knew what he was doing when he made black women. Let me bring this woman up right here. Give me a moment. Because I'm just like, who is this? Where does she come from? And I'm pissed off at whoever did not let me know about her. Okay, I'm just gonna let that be known. Give me a moment here. I want to bring up the right picture, okay? Because this woman just came through like a hurricane. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Okay, now here she is here. Give me a moment, child. Give me a moment. Yo, look at this. Look at this right here. Right here, wait for it. Lord Jesus, take my soul out. Lord Jesus. Lord, Father God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Listen, I am a sinner. Hey, grown woman, don't try me. Good to see you, gorgeous. By the way, she is great people. Grown woman, don't try me. It's great people. Lord Jesus, take my soul out. Yes. What? Yes. Braylon, you want to go out? No. I got this out. I am very productive. I ain't got shit to do except be with this woman right here. Okay, I ain't got shit else to do. Shit. Just, gee, whoa, be a fit. Listen. Like I said in my description box, Beyonce's alter ego, Sasha Fierce, she could be Sasha Lee. Okay, Miss Lee, if you're nasty. I'm just saying. Y'all, hang on. Let me zoom in here. I mean, child, just Jesus Christ. See, the problem here is I wasn't in my firefighter's outfit to spray her down, and I wasn't there with the towel, okay? My face to, wipe her face. More my hand. How can I put this? I wasn't there with the fire hose to spray her down, and then I wasn't there with my love, my affection, attention, care, and deliverance of executing the assignment to use my hands with the right towel to dry off all that beauty. I wasn't there. Okay, so it looks like it was Miami Swim Week, Dre's nightclub. This was 5 weeks ago, and I'm going to have a conversation with her, a very long, adult, and grown conversation, because I'm ashamed beside myself and disgusted with her behavior for not calling me. Okay. By the way, y'all saw the thumbnail. You know why. Hang on, let me flip it reverse right back. You saw the thumbnail. You know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here, because you wanted the show. Okay. Jesus knew what he was doing. He made black women. All right, let's roll on. So Stacy is walking, and AJ was like, "That's very good. Now, can you please sit down?" We thank God for AJ for keeping Stacy on track, because sometimes I really do wonder why Stacy is on this show. Sometimes I think we should have AJ be a housewife than Stacy, but that's neither here nor there. So Arabella has her crown and sash, and Stacy has not told Arabella that Stacy and her dad are getting back together. And Stacy calls Arabella's dad, and she does a walk. And let me tell you something, that 9-year-old is definitely gonna be something. I thought that was so cute. And like I said, it's nice to see the human moments in this show. Like, to see a child actually be a child is like wonderful. Can we have more goodness on reality TV? Good damn. By the way, shout out to the 5 people that were just here. Appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. So we're with Wendy now, and Keiana is on a bench. And Keiana said that having this conversation outside of party setting would be better to have a conversation. And apparently Keiana thinks that Wendy's a better TV friend than a real friend. Now, I haven't experienced this, but here's my thing, right? Let's just say, for example, I was on a cast of men, right? Let's just say married to the mic, right? On Bravo. Let's just say if Married to Men, an Ask Men Off show called Married to the Mic, where instead of women, it was men who were married to the mic of media, culture, and entertainment. Bravo, if you take that show, I want my fucking cut. Okay, just keeping it up. But let's just say that was there, right? And here's the thing. If we have a real friendship outside the show, then I need to see that on social media. I need to see that when the cameras are rolling. I need to see that when we're off camera. Because you breaking up that monotony is triggering to me, right? Are any of them real friends? Let's face it, they are. I think that's a very fair point. I think that for the Housewives, I think that it's really a bunch of women that got casted together, and hopefully there's friendships that form out of it. And there has been some lifelong friendships that have formed out of this. But then again, it is a job. But I also believe in the same token, if you are investing that energy around me off camera, and then when we get on camera is different, then it's breaking up my mental. And that's not respectful to me, nor is it respectful to you. You know what I mean? So if you're going to invest in me in that high capacity, then that needs to be in every fashion. You know what I mean? But I do agree with you, Grown Woman Don't Try Me. I absolutely agree with you. You know what I mean? So they're too self-centered to be real friends. Oh my. Tell me how you really feel, child. Now, I will say this, right? I do think the newcomers, Tia and Angel, I really do like them. And we're going to get to a moment where I just need to know. Listen, you don't have to be sorry to me here. Listen, we cool. We cool over here. Like I said, this ain't other channels where if you don't agree, you get kicked out the chat. This ain't one of those chats where we're not responsible for what the fuck we do. And this is definitely not a channel that we will utilize information as a weapon to hurt other people, but we don't give any information to uplift people. We ain't that channel. So you good over here with me. Okay? You absolutely fine. So, and by the way, y'all, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But if you let it fly, it must apply. Don't pick up a bullet that's not for you, please. Seriously, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, I ain't talking to you. Moving on. So, like I said before, I just honestly feel like with Tia and Angel, I really do like them. Angel definitely has her own energy, and Tia, I just feel like how can I put this? Tia, oh, thank you, my friend. I enjoy you being here as well. Thank you so much for that. Very, very much. I feel love and send it right back to you, my friend. I feel like Tia is kind of like the Karen Huger replacement. And that's not to say that Karen Huger can be replaced, okay? Let's go ahead and keep it a buck. But the elegance, the royalty of it, and the Grand Dame-esque energy, like Tia has it. You know what I mean? Like, her accent I can listen to all day. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, if they had a real housewife competition for Bravo's Next Housewife, I would want her to be a judge in the judges' auditions. Like, darling, is this what you come? Is this what you come in? Really? To be the next housewife? What are we doing here? Like, I feel like she would be that judge. Like, try me not, okay? Like, really. And honestly, too, by the way, can we sidebar the fact that Tia is a real estate agent? Tia, come here. You know how they have HGTV Design Star? Why don't they have HGTV, the next real estate agent, as a reality competition? And why is Tia not a judge or a host of it? I'm just saying, diversify your portfolio. And Tia, listen, if you take that over to HGTV, just give credit to me. That's all I ask. You know, because I come up with greatness all the time. But I really think you should do that. I just really think that. Some people in the building, thank you all so much. Right, Karen can't be replaced. Agreed. And I love her energy as well. And we're going to get to a moment with Giselle and Tia here in a minute. That was hilarious. Yeah, yes, her home is beautiful. And by the way, can I just say too, since we're on Tia right now, just for a sidebar, I love the fact that Tia, even though she's from Nigeria, she seems like a very down-to-earth woman. And I love her and her husband's energy. Like, I feel like if I was invited to their home, I wouldn't be out of place. You know what I mean? Like, Karen Huger, even though she's here, she's very down-to-earth. Like, there's some people like, I got put. I'm trying to think of somebody that I would just feel like, oh my God. Lisa Vanderpump. Now, I don't say this in any rudeness or nothing, but have you seen Lisa Vanderpump and the high life that she lives? Wait, you know who Braylon Lee is? What the hell? I would be nervous, right? But if I walk into Tia's home, I don't feel like I would be out of place. And y'all, it has nothing to do with this. And the reason why I say that is because some people do evolve into understanding different spaces, right? But there are some people where it's just, there's a disconnect, right? And I believe Lisa Vanderpump really does seem to be like a kind person. But when I hang out with people, I should feel that regardless whether I'm here and trying to get to your level or I'm at your level but still trying to figure it out, like wherever I am on the spectrum, I'm welcome to your home. And I feel like with Tia, I can do that. Like, to see Tia's kids and her husband's kids actually be kids at 16 and 15, I'm like, thank the Lord Jesus, TikTok hasn't swallowed them up. Thank God social media hasn't swallowed them up. Thank God 2025 hasn't swallowed them up. So just a little sidebar there, okay? Just a little sidebar. But back to this session with Keiana and Wendy, right? So there is a lay of peakness. I thought it was freakness when I first heard it. Just keep it in the book. Like I said, I don't watch the show on the regular. Soon as I get done watching the episode I review for y'all, I don't go back and watch it. I'm just gonna keep it a book. I do it for y'all. Okay, just know that. But apparently it was a blackout session, and apparently Keiana had a party, Wendy had a party, and the first lady of Maryland asked Wendy to do it. Now, I will say this, right? A party is a party. Okay? Wendy, I felt like you were a little bit Black Shadow. Just a little bit. You were a little bit Black Shadow. You were a little bit of Black Shadow. Because guess what? Honestly, all of y'all are known. Okay? And if Karen Huger wasn't in jail, the First Lady probably went to Karen Huger before. Just saying, no disrespect. Okay? Because listen, I respect, what you've done with your 4 degrees and for Nigeria and for your life and everything else, for Eddie and the kids and everything. Very, very proud. We'll never take that away. But to throw up the fact that the First Lady asked you, it was just out loud. Really, it was just out loud. I'm not sorry to say that. Sincerely, that would honestly, that would be like if I was invited to, let's just say if I was invited to BravoCon, right? And, I, came up and, gave, Karen Huger a hug, or if I asked a question and you said, we don't know you, we know kempire. It's like, well, first of all, I respect kempire. So you don't have to really undercut me for me to be here, right? Like, I'm a fan, Kempire's a fan. And for every Kempire, there needs to be a Brain Lee. That's how I felt about that. I just felt like that was our line. Like, if you really are about your business will stand on its own. And I would have the same qualifications for a man. If a man said, well, the governor asked me to do it. Okay, well, guess what? You're not the only person that the governor can ask. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. What the fuck are we doing here? Just because you have social capital doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. And honestly, too, child, anybody can be replaced. Not just with reality, but anybody can be replaced in life. So never get so high in the class that you forget that you had to use the ground against the sky, Wendy, okay? But let's roll on. Keiana tries to be hard to be Wendy's friend, but Wendy doesn't want to be her friend. I fully agree with that. And it saddens me that is the case, because Keiana said that Wendy was speaking condescendingly to her at the second Bloom Ball. Wendy said that it was juvenile behavior from Keiana. There were red flags. I saw you as a friend. So wait a minute. So you can see red flags in Keiana, but Keiana can't see no red flags in you? Where they do that at? And Wendy said that she chased Keiana after that allegation that was said about, Keiana, being married to a drug dealer from, I think it was Jacqueline or whoever said it. But then, Jacqueline got checked as she deserved to get. And like I said, I wish Jacqueline well. I wish all these ladies well, because at the beginning and end of the day, like, whether they are mothers or not, they Black people. Have you seen the world today? They don't want us here physically or digitally. Okay? So, just keeping it a buck. But I do have the right to say what needs to be said, too. So, So, Keiana said that what you do is you look for moments to align yourself to look like a friend, but Keiana wanted more. And then they argued about Giselle, that Keiana doesn't like Giselle. Now, last time I checked, I think Giselle and Keiana are good. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was you and Giselle, Wendy, that had issues. And when Giselle had an issue with somebody, you were big mad that Giselle couldn't be honest about y'all's situation. And Keiana was a newbie. Last time I checked. Or am I off about that? Y'all let me know in the live chat below in the comments section after this live is over. But far be it from me giving an opinion, but you showed up on television, okay? So, and the calls that they have is usually centered around the show. And Wendy doesn't know what to do with Keiana's energy, and the hand holding she's asking for is too much. I don't think Keiana was asking for any hand holding. If anything, I think she was asking for accountability and relational responsibility. And then Wendy laughing in Keiana's face, like, sincerely, Sincerely. Like, I didn't get why you laughed at her, because if somebody laughed at what you had to say, then you would be big mad, right? And remember the shrine thing? You know what? Bigger than shrine. Remember when Mia said that your mother was a crow? Do you remember that shit? And how you felt about that? Right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't give a fuck how fine your chocolate is, your curves is, this, that, and the third. How you move and how you rise determines how I invest in you. How you move and how you rise determines how I invest in you. How you move and how you rise determines how I invest in you. That was not cool. Because I don't believe anybody laughed at the fact that your mother was a crow when Mia said that. That was uncouth. That was trifling. That was disgusting behavior. What if somebody laughed at what your daughter had to say at school? Would you have the same energy then? I think you would be a mama bear and getting protected. Child, let's roll on. True that. Make that make sense. I don't miss Jacqueline or Mia. Neither do I. Giselle is an Ishtar, always carrying a bone. That is true, but Giselle did not lie about something. I can't believe I'm agreeing with her on this, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. And then the bird side gets flipped. And then after the bird side gets flipped, Wendy tries to like go in and, you know, put her hand over Keiana's shoulder. Where they do that at? You just flipped the bird off at me and laughed in my face. You ain't getting a hug. You ain't getting a goodbye. You ain't getting ish from me after that. I don't know what the fuck to tell your ass. I guess Wendy don't know the streets of Little Rock, Arkansas, where 9 black kids went to school so she could get 4 degrees. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Wendy must not know the Little Rock 9 that went into a school so she could get 4 degrees. I don't know if Wendy knows the Little Rock 9 that went into a school with those 9 black children so she could get 4 degrees. Let's roll on. So then we have Angel. Bobby doesn't like yogurt, apparently. Sir, I guess you have not been to Sweet Frog Yogurt or Yogurt Land. Yogurt is a vibe. I'm sorry that your childhood was broken where you don't like yogurt, but yogurt is delicious. Okay? Okay. Just, you know, but hey, to each their own. Some people don't like stuff. You know what I mean? It's nothing nitpicky. But I'm just like, you really don't like yogurt though? Okay. Angel's mom passed away 10 years ago. And basically no shoes in the house, which is a rule for some households. And then there was like papers flying off the table. It was a throwback memory. And Bobby's mom was there and Angel's dad was there. And I loved how harmonious everything was. It looked like it was a real family on TV. Sincerely. And so Angel talks about the event that happened at her home. And you know, she says that Keiana said that did not happen. And she was surprised that, you know, Keiana would use that language and Angel's upset. Now, we all know that this is true, that Giselle's an Ishtar, she carries a bone, but Giselle did not lie about chin checking. Listen, I know, I'm just as shocked as you that I have to admit the truth here, but as y'all know, right is right and wrong is wrong. That goes for me too. And like Keiana, you said chin check, child. That's what you said. Like Giselle did not add any sauce to that one. Like I said to that one. Okay. And honestly, I think everything's in the eye of the beholder. Chin check made me like I'm just checking you. And chin check could actually mean a chin check, right? But who brought it up? Giselle. And she didn't lie, but wasn't necessary to repeat it. You know, I'm with you. I don't think it was necessary to repeat it. And this is the problem that I have with Giselle, right? She does not know the code of being responsible in conversations. Can you imagine as a first lady, if you really were struggling with something? Well, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, Mama said, Mama Sai, Mama Kusa. Girl, did you hear? Like, I could only imagine her as a first lady. She didn't keep nobody's secret. You know that song that says, I won't tell your secret. Your secret is safe with me. That was not Giselle as a first lady. Because if you would do this shit on national television, I can only imagine what your ass did in the pulpit. Whatever. I'm just giving a moment for any of the Giselle fans to respond. And here's the thing, right? To all the Giselle fans, would you want that energy in your real life, though? That's why I thought. I just can't. Damn. Like, I feel like with that situation, Keiana should have owned up to it. I felt the way. She finally said it, but still, it should have to take all this shit. Just be responsible for what the fuck you say. And somebody doesn't like your response, it's not up to you to control the response. It's up to you for how you move and how you rise, right? So then we get to Stacy, and she's with Jazzy. And the last time we saw each other, as they said, lies and sweat. That's the last time they saw each other again, ditched for that trip in Miami. Was a blessing. Stacy apologizes for not being a good friend, and Stacy and her husband are working things out. There's nothing wrong, right, with working out things. It's just the transparency of it all. Giselle couldn't take it if it was worse. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If somebody broke code with Giselle, I by no means want to associate myself with you. Y'all remember when Monique did what she did? I by no means want to associate with you. You know, it really boggles my mind when people say, I don't have to know you. Here's the gag, bitch or Mitch, neither do I have to know you. I don't know why people think that's a power move. Okay, we don't have to know each other. Okay, next. I by no means want to associate with you. Well, guess what? I don't have to associate with you either. I feel like your opinion is wrong. Guess what? I feel like yours is wrong. Like, really? Is this what the fuck we're doing? Okay. Well, I know. So after all of that, Jazzy's getting married. As y'all know, her boyfriend was on the Dallas Cowboys. They're finally getting married. And Preakness is a pre-party to the Derby. And there's Black Eye Susan Day, which is like the black girl woman event of this Derby. Keiana and Wendy both invited Stacy. And there's this thing called Fascinator or Fashionator. You know what I mean? Right. How about I don't want to know you, LOL? Exactly. Like, sincerely. What are we doing here? So apparently this Fashionator thing is a thing I had no idea. So when it shows up in the episode, now for those of you who are in this life, please let me know, because I'm just a black man from Little Rock, Arkansas, okay? I've been in some spaces, but I haven't been in every space. Is that like a hat? Because how I saw it was just like a hat that was on somebody's head. Y'all let me know in the comments below in the live chat. Was that a hat? Like I said, I'm outside looking at it. So then Jazzy talks about that her grandparents got a 6-month divorce, but then they had a 60-year marriage. And then Giselle get back with her husband, Jazzy brings up, which is a fair point. And apparently Giselle is with someone named Sean Springs. So apparently Sean Springs is a former NFL player. Okay, so it is that. Thank you, gorgeous. I just wanted to make sure, because honestly, to tell you the truth, and call me crazy, but it's something from being down south, or something about being from down south where we just say what it is. That's a hat. No, it's a fastener. No, it's a hat. That's like calling this an electronic device. No, it's a cell phone. That would be like saying, this is a writing utensil. No, it's called a pen. Roll it on. So here it is here. So let's get this up here from bravo.com. Okay, let's get it up. So here it is, Sean Springs. Okay. So right here, let's get into the word on the street. The word on stream the DMV is that Real Housewives of Potomac, Giselle Bryant has a new special man in her life, Sean Springs. Stacey Roosh spilled the tea on Giselle's love life during the hour with Jazzy Roddick's on season 10, episode 3, while lamenting how the RHOP OG was among those who were skeptical of her reconciling with her ex-husband, Timo Roosh. Stacey, I don't know if you're well aware, but Giselle has a new man. It was found out through TMZ that Stacey is actually divorced. So it's interesting. You have smoke for Stacey, but yet you didn't have smoke for TMZ. Okay, child. Selective outrage much. After displaying some photos of Giselle apparently on a date with mystery man, Stacey gave viewers a couple of clues about his identity. Though she never mentioned him by name, Stacey referred to Giselle's potential new love interest as a retired NFL player, while Jazzy noted that he's 50 years old. Stacey asked if Jazzy's now husband, Darius Harris, who currently plays in the NFL, might know him, to which she replied, I think that he probably knows of him. Luckily for viewers, his name was revealed. However, when cameras eventually zoomed in on shots, Stacey and Jazzy looking at Google search results from Sean Springs. Here's what you need to know about Giselle's rumored new man. Wait a minute, hang on. Let me see the date on this. October 24th, 2024. What is this lighting? Like, is this Polaroid back in the day? Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm just asking questions. It's no shade to Bravo at all. But 2024, we can't get a high definition picture. Like, what is this? Okay. I guess. Okay. All right. Moving on. Inside Sean Springs' professional football career. Sean played in the NFL as a cornerback for 13 years, beginning his pro football career with the Seattle Seahawks, who selected him in the first round of the 1997 draft. Later, he joined the Washington Commanders before eventually retiring from the New England Patriots in 2010. In 2022, Sean was inducted into the Ohio State University Athletic Hall of Fame. The school and football program had meant so much to me and my family, and to accept the award with so many of them there was truly a blessing. Rather, Sean wrote on Instagram at the time. What does Sean Springs do for a living now? After retiring from the NFL, Sean founded and currently serves as CEO of WinPact, a tech and applied science company that aims to find solutions to mitigate the effects of collisions, according to his Instagram. All right, Lynn, we love a smart, educated brother around here. Yes, we do. Details of Sean Springs' kids and family. A DMV native, Sean followed in the footsteps of his late father, Ron Springs, who also played football for both Ohio State and the NFL for the Dallas Cowboys and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His mom, Teresa Thomas, served in the United States Army. Thank you for your service there. As athletes, both parents were role models for me. Sean previously explained to Wist. It wasn't easy to be a woman in the military in the 70s and 80s, but my mom believed the choices she made were what her family needed. My dad always encouraged me, just go for it. Don't be afraid to fail. Learn from your failures and go from there. Sean is the father of 4 children: Samiri, Sedona, Sean, second, and Sky, who all often appear on his Instagram. How the RHOP cast reacted to Giselle Bryant, Sean Springs' dating rumors, though Giselle has yet to find out on RHOP that rumors about her dating life circulated. Through the women already weighed in. Stacey, for one, used Giselle supposedly hide her new romance to point out double standard for the group. It is beyond me that Giselle calls me a liar and says that I am a phony and a fake when she's the one faking it all along. Stacey, though a professional, why are the standards with me so different than everybody else? will, Stacey, I will agree with you and then disagree with you because Giselle didn't lie about bringing on a man and then allegedly paying him. So you are right, but wrong message from my point of view. As she added to Jazzy while she's worried about my man, we need to find out about her man. Jazzy, meanwhile, was here for the dating rumors. Baby Giselle keeping it right, keeping it tight. After RHOP's October 19th episode, Eric Keiana Stewart stopped by Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, where host Andy Cohen asked if she believed speculation about Giselle and her new man were true. I mean, yeah, I could believe it. Keiana answered, Giselle is fine as hell. Why would she have a new man? Listen, I believe Giselle has a man or met. You know what? I'm gonna let Keiana have her opinion. I'm just gonna bring up the picture, and we're just gonna let the picture speak for itself. Okay, that's all we're gonna do. That's all we're gonna do. And Giselle is she's a great looking woman. I will say that she's definitely pretty, in her own right for sure. But just not my cup of tea. But let me bring somebody up, okay? Give me a moment. Trying to find the right picture here. Give me one moment, Tom. Okay, see, now it wants to start over. You see how technology works? And sometimes I get pissed the hell off with tech. I really do. Ciao. Thank you, Jesus. Glory be unto God. Give and he shall give it unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Men will give unto your bosom. Child, and she don't look like Jasmine from Aladdin. And I bet you Bobby rides on that magic carpet and he enjoys going through her palace. Okay, listen. Keiana, you were very kind, very sweet, and very supportive of saying Giselle is beautiful. But Giselle ain't got nothing on this shit right here, okay? I'm just gonna keep it a bug, all right? Let's just roll the fuck on. Okay. Giselle's Andy's favorite, especially with Karen not there, so there's that. True, but I mean, can we just be honest about this here? Okay, can we just be honest? Can we see the beauty here? I'm just saying. Okay. All right, let's just roll. Okay. Yeah, I was a very good sport. Okay. So that's everything you need to know about Sean Springs there, all right? So hopefully, if it's a real relationship, congratulations. So I guess she got tired of being in a summer house and wanted to have some Super Bowl games now, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of wonder if Bobby Massey knows him too, but that's neither here nor there. I want to leave Bobby out of this, because I like Bobby and Angel. I like Tia and her husband. Like I said before, just keep Giselle away from them because Giselle does not care about marriages, families, nor the sanctity of them. We've seen that before. Okay, with Chris. And shout out to Chris and Candace, who are doing fabulous in life. Shout out to them. So then we get to Tia. It's a she said between the daughters. Tia said you could bring a friend over, and one of the girls said that she wanted to bring 5 friends over. And I'm proud of Tia for recognizing it. She said in Nigeria it was, legacy about, how you move, representing your mother and your father and your sisters and your brothers and this, that, and third. But in America, it's about self-expression. I was very proud of Tia for that. Because there's a lot of parents that don't recognize it, nor do parents have to recognize that, right? But I could tell that was a real moment for her, right? So then after that, Tia and her husband go outside, and she says she doesn't feel that she has enough time for everything she does. And she's a global real estate agent with TTR Zombies, which is a very, very high real estate firm, okay? And Tia's husband is up at 6 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. every day. And so Tia sometimes forgets about that. And I said this in my description box below. Nobody should be carrying the load. All the load, that is, right? Tia's husband should not be carrying all the load, and Tia should not be carrying all the load. It should be 100 with both of y'all, right? And the husband's perspective is talking to the children, and Tia's about going like crazy. And I think both can work, but there's a spectrum to both. You know what I mean? So yes, indeed. So then we get to Giselle and Tia. They're at Sequel, which looks like a nice shop. And child, can I really get the story on how you, Tia, and you, Giselle, became friends? Because when Tia said naked, and Giselle was like, "What?" Giselle, you went to college, right? You didn't learn about society and stuff in college. Like, you never heard the word naked before? I've heard naked before, and that just means tired. And she was like, I will not be adding that to my vocabulary. Well, you have to have a vocabulary in order to expound on the words besides just being one-dimensional. But hey, that's just my opinion. But when that moment happened, I'm like, oh my God, there's such a disconnect here. Like, how? Like Tia is here and Giselle is here. I don't get it. Right now, I'm naked. So then Angel comes through, and Giselle talks about Tia's fashion choices. Or fashion choice for Angel. And then production, y'all did y'all job, because then when Tia talked about, the fashion, right? They brought up all of Giselle's choices. Production was shady. All right, my friend, love you as always. Thank you so much, and much love to you. Shout out to Grown Woman Don't Try Me. Absolutely. Hopefully the call goes well, my friend. Love you as always. Thank you, and embrace you for sure. So before Tia moved out to Potomac, Maryland, she did celebrity pride dressing. And Tia DM'd Giselle, but Giselle never looked at her DM. And Giselle said, well, if you have a big penis, I might look at it. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, Giselle. Good Lord Jesus. So then Wendy comes through, and Giselle says that Angel's event wasn't fun. Giselle, some people believe that getting together with friends and not having any drama is fun. You like lies and hell. That's not everybody, okay? It looked like a tranquil time to me. Tranquility, right? And honestly, too, like, everybody's a different person, Giselle. Like, do you not remember when you had that event outside of your unfinished house and people still came to support you? If you didn't want to go, just say you didn't want to go. But like, good damn. I don't think anybody calls you the fun one in the group. Moving on. So then they're going to go to Nevis, which is an island in the Caribbean. And 4 seasons ago, Giselle, did the trips and stuff. And then she did dig at Karen of somebody's in jail. I'm like, really? You didn't even have to say that shit. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. So then Angel has never been away from her family before on a trip, and Tia will hold it down, be a support system for Tia. Wendy then says, does Grandma shop here? Well, apparently they've been in business for a long time. At least that business is not indicted. I don't think they lost their retail license, Wendy. Okay, moving on. Anyway, so Angel and Wendy talk about Keiana, and Tia and Giselle chime in with the chin checking thing, and then Giselle brings up Angel and Keiana's relationship, and Giselle is telling the truth on this one, and then Angel brings up when Keiana got hit in the head at the GNA event, right? So yeah, that was a moment, and like I said, I don't think it was cool that Keiana said what she said, and then she didn't own up to it. I don't think that was right. So then we're with Keiana, right? So Greg is there. Shout out to Greg for coming through. And Keiana says that, Greg is going to support in the way that he can, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the same as what Keiana wants, but that doesn't mean that Greg doesn't care about her. So I'm glad that they figured it out. Michelle can get it. That is all. And by the way, Greg, I saw you out on that patio with Keiana's mama. Listen. Her black is not cracking, okay? Listen, how they say, you look at the mom to see how your wife's gonna be. Listen, Michelle can get it. She can get it. So anyway, so Stacy arrives first, and then Stacy is trying to figure out what's going on with Keiana and Greg. Stacy, mind your business. Okay, mind your fucking damn business. They have their shit figured out. Get your shit figured out, okay? Stop it. So then Ashley arrives, and then Giselle arrives, and Keiana's like, this was the two-piece. So then Giselle invites everybody, Nevis, and then Tia arrives, Wendy arrives, Angel arrives, and Angel is very blessed. And, Giselle tried to say something about Angel. I'm like, child, like I said in my description box, Angel was overflowing, and there was nothing coming out of Giselle's faucet. Okay, so her husband ain't complaining. Listen. I ain't mad at Bobby at all, man. You got a very blessed woman. Yes, indeed. An Angel. Listen, if it wasn't Angel Massey, it would have been Angel Lee. Okay. Now that's an A we can occupy. All right. Moving on. So with that being said, there's a first, better, best energy between Wendy and Keiana, and Greg and Michelle are in the background. Their facial reactions are everything. So then Angel and Keiana, they apologize to each other, and Wendy brings up the energy that Keiana had at the store, and Ashley's agreeing with Wendy, and it's just like, first of all, have y'all never had a moment where y'all have had a cooling off period? Like, here's the thing. She had that energy at the store, right? Now, if you're saying that she's not having that energy now, then okay, I think that's a fair point. But for her to stay in that energy, that's Angel's right to stay in that energy or not stay in that energy. That's just my thing. So Wendy said, blink twice. Blink twice if Angel needs her. Child, did you need to blink twice when you forgot your ring was shown? Or that you showed your ring that you said was burglarized? Did you need to blink twice? Oh shit, I fucked up. So then after that, Angel said it was 2 days that she, changed her mind. And Keiana then asked, do you not like Wendy to Angel? Because apparently there's tension with Angel and Wendy. They went to college, but they never hanged out. And Greg gave money. And Tia the sweet tea of that she is like, I only know it's Greg when he brought money over. Just basically said, you have a boyfriend? Tia, your ass ain't right for that shit, but I thought that was funny. Because the dollars were dollaring, okay? Listen. Bobby said drop a stack, which means $1,000, and Ashley brings up, pops open a bottle of champagne and, has really good arm control. So that's a compliment to Ashley from somebody. Giselle wanted to give a toast to Angel about how she moved and stuff like that with the conversation. And Wendy was calling out Angel up like, that's your friend, in her skirt and stuff like that. Like, Wendy, really, child? You really were looking Black Shadow in this episode. You really were. Like, sincerely, like, Angel was being a part of the conversation. And it's just like, aren't you the person that always has everything together? You couldn't pull out a napkin out of your handbag and just pass it over. Like, you were making a mountain out of a molehill for no fucking reason. So after that, Keiana said, fuck off, Wendy. And, Stacy brought up Keiana and, what she went through with getting hit in the head. And Ashley wanted to chin check Stacy. And I'm like, Ashley, the first time we ever liked you and you got some fight back. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Finally. And then Keiana said, I don't speak like that because of my QVC voice. I'm like, Keiana, well done, because Stacy does give this air of I have together the child, Stacy, but yet you still rise. But child, you were falling all over the place with the dog shit last season, so you should be coasting really easy, minding your business, driving your lane, and going the speed limit that you're supposed to be. So then we get to the preview, right? We have the Derby, Jazzy and Keiana. That I know you're going through things with Greg, and Keiana said you get married with somebody that had your kids on you. Stacy Robe has nothing on it, and then Stacy tried to reach out to someone. As you guys know, Stacy reached out to Ashley's friend to get in touch with Chris Edmonds. So that is your Real Housewives of Potomac season 10, episode 3, after show, child. Now listen, I saw something today that I want to bring it up since we're talking about things. Right? Since we're talking about Potomac things. Hang on. What is it here? What the hell? Now, I don't know if anybody knows about this or not. I don't know if anybody knows this or not. But apparently, child, apparently, right here to me, because no, I sent it to myself. Give me a moment, y'all. Give me one moment here. Give me one moment. Okay, there it is. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, so I want y'all to check this out. Now, I saw this on MediaTakeout.com. Okay, so let's look at this right here. Now, listen Everything's alleged, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only. Okay. RHOP Karen Huger's bougie BFF Cookie is a convicted fraudster. Allegedly. Karen Huger's friend Cookie has a shady past. RHOP fans shocked to learn about her criminal record. Media Takeout has learned that Shanita Cookie Wittering, Karen Huger's close friend who appeared on this week's episode of The Real Housewives of Potomac, or last week's episode, isn't exactly news to the prison like she was discussing on the show. In the latest episode, Cookie showed up to Ashley Darby's second room ball with the arguing ladies, especially Giselle Bryant. You can figure the inside scoop on how Karen Huger is holding behind bars. Karen, who is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence following multiple DUI convictions, she is now out of jail, has been the talk of Potomac society since her sentencing. So right here, when Giselle approached Cookie for an update, Cookie assured her that Karen's doing good, that she's been keeping in touch with Karen's husband, Ray Huger. Oh yeah, I talk to Ray every day. He's doing good. He's golfing and everything like that. Cookie said confidently. But while Cookie seemed like a low and classy friend on screen, Media Takeout did some dig. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, y'all. Go back here. Right here, Media Takeout did some digging and turns out Cookie has a very serious criminal history of her own. Truth about Cookie's past, according to federal and Maryland court records, Shanita Cookie Wittering nearly served 2 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to wire fraud in 2001. Court show that she entered the guilty plea on July 2001 after being caught lying about the prior felony conviction on a job application to work for Maryland Council member Little Melvison. Before that conviction, Cookie was charged multiple times with crimes, including fraud, forgery, passing bad checks, and theft. In 1994, she pled guilty to theft, was placed on home detention in order to pay restitution. Over the years, the courts have ordered Cookie to repay more than $150,000 of the very funds, according to both state and federal documents reviewed by Media Takeout. From convent to socialite, these days, Cookie presents herself as a polished, evenly socialite, rubbing shoulders with Potomac's elite and popping up on Bravo alongside Karen Huger. But her criminal record paints a much messier picture, one that longtime RHOP fans are now calling out online. One commenter wrote, "No wonder she's so calm talking about Karen's time behind bars. She's been there before." Another fan added, "Cookie acting like she's become a royalty when she's got a whole federal case history. This is wild." Media Takeout take, it looks like Karen Huger isn't the only RHOP figure with a history of legal trouble. While Cookie might be enjoying her new spotlight as Karen's loyal friend, her past suggests she's no stranger to the justice system or the consequences that come with it. Still, it seems Karen and Cookie may have one thing in common: both women knows what it means to fall from grace, and maybe, just maybe, to make a comeback. Child. Got to be out your ever-loving mind to talk about anybody else, but you got your own past. Child, for some people, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Child. All right, y'all, let's keep going. I know there is more. For those of you who are wondering about the wife swap episode from Daylight.com, Bravo sets new date for Wendy Orfezo's wife swap, Real Housewives edition episode postponed following her arrest. Bravo has now set a new date for Wendy Orfezo's episode of Wife Swap, Real Housewives edition. The off-shot series was intended to premiere on October 14th, with Orfezo starring in the first episode, but was postponed following the news of her arrest. Orfezo's episode is now set to air on Sunday, November 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. The log line for the episode reads: Real Housewives of Potomac star Wendy Orfezo, who runs her busy Maryland household prioritizing strict rules and a tight schedule, education at the forefront, swaps lives with free-spirited Floridian and Fizo Shapiro, who prioritizes fun, independence, absolutely no rules, and ferrets. Will Dr. Wendy be able to Will Dr. Wendy be able to find the balance between structure and fun? And can Alfina bring a little more spontaneity to the Fizo family? Oh my Lord Jesus! Wendy's gonna be dealing with ferrets. Ooh, that's gonna be a problem. Angie Consabius, star of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, will now star in the first episode of White Swap, scheduled to premiere on Tuesday, October 21st at 9 Central. Melissa Borgia episode will air October 28th, and Emily Simpson's episode is set for November 4th. White Swap, the Real Housewives edition, features stars of the Real Housewives franchise swapping places with everyday mothers. The multifaceted reality TV personality, her husband, Wendy Fizo, will bring on multiple charges. According to TMZ, the Fizos are facing 16 charges, which include 7 felonies for allegedly making false insurance claims. According to the publication, the couple claimed they were burglarized while they were away on vacation last April. The Real Housewives star claimed that jewelry pieces and handbags were stolen, but police later saw her wearing a diamond ring she reported stolen. Per the documents, the couple filed an insurance claim for $450,000 property loss over the weekend. Fizo broke her silence on social media, sharing her first post since the criminal charges. And through it all, God remains faithful. Thank you for the outpouring of love, support, and prayers for myself and most importantly, my family during this time. We are forever grateful. She posted on Instagram. So there it is. Then those are all of the episodes there. So, well, that's not all, everybody. There is one more story we gotta get to, and this is an exclusive for me to take out. Allegedly. Child, here we go. Exclusive Wendy Fizo's multi-million-dollar deal with Bravo. Wendy Fizo secures mega Bravo deal, facing criminal trial, about to become the highest-paid housewife. Now, this is all alleged. We don't know this for sure. You can take out that Wendy Fizo and her husband, Ariel Fizo, are facing some very serious criminal charges in Maryland, accused of allegedly staging a fake burglary and committing insurance fraud. The case is expected to go to trial next year if it plays out all the way to The Verge, insiders say we shouldn't expect a resolution until 2027, but that delay could turn into major go because the entire legal drama is expected to unfold right in front of Bravo's cameras. The case could be a 2-season storyline. Sources tell me you take out that Bravo producers are already planning the Real Housewives of Potomac cameras to be rolling through the investigation, pre-trial hearings, and even parts of the courtroom drama itself. This is shaped up to be the biggest Housewives storyline since Teresa Giudice. One insider told us a scandal, luxury family, and court all rolled up into one. That means this case could fuel 2 seasons of RHOP, and Bravo is making sure Wendy stays under contract long enough for fans to see it all. So it wasn't bigger than Jen Shaw and what she did? Wow, okay then. Wendy's massive new contract deal media takeout can confirm that Wendy is in the middle of negotiating a new multi-year deal with Bravo, one that could make her the highest paid housewife across all franchises, including Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and New Jersey. We're told, allegedly, that the numbers being discussed are huge. Wendy could reportedly earn close to $10 million for the next 2 seasons, depending on viewership and bonuses tied to the legal storyline. She's not running from the cameras. The insider continues. She knows the ratings will be crazy, and she's making sure that she gets paid accordingly. Let's see here. Wendy's legal team claims they have proof. Now, here's where the story gets even more interesting. Well, prosecutors are accusing the Fizos of faking a burglary and filing fraudulent insurance claims. Sources close to Wendy tell me to take out that they have undeniable proof that the robbery really happened. The case isn't as clear cut as people think. One source says they have video evidence that shows that there was a break-in. The police just got it wrong. That proof and how the couple plans to defend themselves will reportedly be shared on the show exclusively to Bravo cameras. Media takeouts tank. Wendy might be facing the fight of her life, but she's turned that fight into a multi-million-dollar TV empire with a risky move. But if she's clear, she could walk away not just vindicated, but richer than any housewife before her. The case, the drama, the receipts, all of it's coming to Bravo, whether she wins or loses. One thing's for sure, Wendy I is about to make Housewives history. So like I said, we don't know for sure, and even though I said what I said about not looking good for Wendy and Eddie, innocent until proven guilty. Okay, so there is that. And with that being said, I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show over an hour. Yes, we have. What a good time tonight. Definitely enjoyed doing that review with all for sure. Yes. Oh man. So, like I said, this season is really shaping up to be something quite amazing. I am loving the energy that's being given, and they are definitely holding their own without Karen Huger. But we also know that without Karen Huger, there is no Potomac. But they definitely are marching on. And like I said, I wish there was a companion show with like Karen Huger watching the episode and giving her take. I wish Bravo did that this season because it looks like it was going to be a season to just that. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back with more Brandon Lee's Virtual Tour live right after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it, everybody.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Brain only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brain unleashed, got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Brain unleashed, got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the One More Please Wherever You Please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introducing the
I'm loving it.
And I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back in the Brainley's virtual tour live. Glad to have all you here. By the way, just want to come on the big screen for a minute, if you will, because I said at the top of the show, congratulations to Melody Cherie for her win, but I didn't know what the win was about. She's always winning, but on the big screen, thank God you whooped that motherfucking Mitch's ass. Congratulations to Melody Cherie Rogers. Congratulations. Congratulations. Absolutely indeed. That's right. Congratulations. So there are consequences when you try people too much. Like I said, to put out a whole song talking about how be or how you would like to be and what you request, but yet you don't fulfill it. Talking about a whole rebrand for Countdown, but yet you never rebranded. And plus, you're done with the show. You gotta wait until the show comes back on so you can be a content creator. Ooh, a channel with no content. How dreadful. Back off camera. Congratulations to Melody Cherie Rogers. Congratulations to Melody Cherie Rogers. Congratulations to Melody Cherie Rogers on whooping that Mitch's fucking ass. It was needed, it was warranted, and it's been long overdue for that bitch to get his fucking ass whooped. Now, honestly, if you are who you say you are, then move on from it. But if you keep harping on this, you haven't been shit, aren't shit, and will never be shit. And there we go. Just wanted to get that off my chest there. Hey, everybody. Shout out to the three people here. We are live on tour, just chillaxing, y'all. We talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 10, Episode 3 after show. Child, this season's going to be a good season. I'm here with you all for it. Like I said, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, you guys will get a show. Like I said, Wednesday, you guys don't have to get an 11 a.m. show because I'll be at work. But you guys will get a 6 p.m. show. Hopefully, NBC will release more Brand Jimmy Fallon. We'll review that. Thursdays, as you guys know, I'm off. And then Friday, 2 new shows as well. So, and then, of course, Saturday is the Braxtons. Now, I appreciate y'all kind of giving me love, grace, and space these past couple weekends. I haven't really been feeling my best, but I always give y'all content. So, you ain't got to worry about that from your man, your friend, and family member over here. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the 4 people here. Thank you all so much for being here. Much love to each and every single one of you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. We are just chillaxing. Yes, we are. That's what we're doing over here. Just chillaxing. Yes, indeed. So, oh, man. Yes, indeed. Y'all can chat in the live chats. We'll love to hear what y'all have to say on everything going on in the world today. Yes, indeed. Oh, man, what a good time. What a good time. What a good time. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. One person in the building. Thank you so much for being here. We'll chill out here for a little bit, and then I'll give y'all the daily motivator, and then I will head on out of here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, and shout out to the Grown Woman. Don't try me for coming through tonight. Shout out to everybody who came through. Thank you so much. We're just chilling out now, y'all. Just chillaxing. Oh, Lord. Hey. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. Yes, indeed. And it's true. It's true. Anybody can be a creator, but it does take somebody to be an artist, child. My Lord. Yes, indeed. We're just chillaxing, everybody. Glad to have all you here. We are just chillaxing. Yes, indeed. Just chillaxing. So I guess we'll take it up to 1 hour and 30 minutes and then we'll head on out. Man, what a great show. What a great show. Yes, indeed. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just chillaxing. Talked about Potomac tonight. Yes, indeed. Hey, two people, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just chillaxing. Talked about Potomac tonight. What did you think about the episode? Did you watch? Yes, indeed. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just chillaxing. Almost there to 1 hour and 30 minutes, and then we'll head on out. Well, good show. I really enjoyed it. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Thank you for stopping through. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Hopefully your Monday is going well. It is 29 minutes after 7 o'clock here on a Monday night. Glad to have you here, bringing this virtual tour live. Thought about Potomac tonight. What do y'all think of the episode so far? I really think that this is like a high quality season. Like, I actually look forward to seeing like next week. And honestly, if Roa doesn't bring it, I don't know what to do with the show. I really don't, because this show got heat. You know what I mean? So, yes, indeed. All right, let me get the Daily Motivator up for you all here. All right, here we go, everybody. Practical people would be more practical if they would take a little more time for agreement. JP McEnroy. Very nicely done there. It is time for the Daily Motivator for Monday, October 20th, 2025. Decisive action. There's potential value. The potential value, rather, of time is always coming your way, yet it is so departing just as quickly as it arrives. So you must be clear about how you intend to utilize that potential. Don't waste the one resource you can never get back. Be sure to make good and meaningful use of the time that comes to you every day. You're never going to get another opportunity to live this day. Keep that in mind when choosing how to invest its irreplaceable hours. That doesn't mean you have to spread yourself too thin, but it does mean you will be wise to fill each day with as much richness and purposeful activity as possible. As you go throughout the day, you have the ability to transform fleeting moments into enduring value. Always keep that in mind as you set your priorities and make your decisions. The minutes are quickly passing right now. This is the time with decisive action that makes them count. Ralph Morrison. So I have to say this when it comes to decisive action. I think the first thing I would definitely say, right there. Sorry. I'll read it, and I don't mind. We got time. Practical people would be more practical if they would take a little more time for dreaming. JP McEnroy. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Monday, October 20th, 2025. Yes, indeed, there. Decisive action. The potential value of time is always coming your way, yet is also departing just as quickly as it arrives. So you must be clear about how you intend to utilize that potential. Don't waste the one resource you can never get back. Be sure to make good and meaningful use of the time that comes to you every day. You're never going to get another opportunity to live this day. Keep that in mind when choosing how to invest its irreplaceable hours. That doesn't mean you have to spread yourself too thin. It does mean you will be wise to fill each day with as much richness and purposeful activity as possible. As you go throughout the day, you have the ability to transform fleeting moments into enduring value. Always keep that in mind as you set your priorities and make your decisions. The minutes are quickly passing right now. This is the time with decisive action to make them count. Ralph Morrison. You know, I have to tell you, this morning we had a grand old time. If you missed it with Milagro, Stam's lawsuit, SA lawsuit, please go and watch it. And I think the decisive action that I took today was saying what needed to be said. If you are for SA and for people being disrespected, this, that, and the third, get from the fuck around me. I don't want you here, not here, not there, not anywhere. Brinley, I am. And we have to be able to take decisive action on standing up for right is right and wrong is wrong more often. So the first thing I would say is the potential value of time is coming your way. There's always time to be able to do the right thing. And I think we need to be more decisive in doing the right thing and calling things out when it is necessary. That's the first thing I'll say. The second thing I'll say about decisive action is it does mean that you will be wise to fill each day with as much richness and purposeful activity as possible. You know, I always say higher is waiting, lower is available, but either way we got going. So it basically means the blessings of the day are available and the curses of the day are available. But either way, we got to go on tour. So if you want good things to happen, you have to invest good energy. If you want bad things to happen, invest bad energy into things, right? So that's the second thing I'll say. And finally, right, the minutes are quickly passing by right now. Today is about to be gone in some hours. What have you done today? If you have done more of hating than loving, you wasted your time. If you've done more loving than hating, you used your time, right? So minutes are quickly passing by, but it's up to you what you do with it. That's the third thing I want to tell you. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one more special, because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but at the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you're chosen to do. That's one thing that always self is to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, we'll actually break together. And always remember where you do radio, television, YouTube, living your best life. Or, child, listen, you're just keeping it a buck and letting people know that, listen, just because you have the right to move this way doesn't mean people have to accept how you move. Make sure the replay is not just worth you watch it, not just worth you listen to it, but for you want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I appreciate you all. Always remember, see love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. See love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you have overcome, where success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all listen. You know, there is this thing called the freedom of speech, right? Freedom of speech, First Amendment. And if you don't like how you are being embraced, maybe it's how you're giving yourself to people. Just a thought. With that being said, one love, much love, all love to each and every single one of you. I feel the love, and I'll send it right back to you. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, based on your location. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken-ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child relevant over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.